Hello, thank you for joining us on this week's edition of Saturday Night. I am Fekla, and it's always a pleasure to be here. In fact, I am so ready for Christmas, and I hope you are as well. So in the spirit of the season, we have a guest who will be ushering us into the Christmas. She's a soloist, a soprano soloist, and she goes by the name Blessing Ago. So she'll be doing us quite a number of Christmas songs and other soprano rendition. So join me as I welcome her to Saturday Night.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, she's all in yellow. I can't wait to have her sing those songs. I mean, her voice is already giving her away. And be ready. When I say be ready, I mean be ready. Keep a distance from your remote. Saturday Night will be right back. Stay with us.
I am Professor Sir Victor Uwaifo. I wish you all a Merry Christmas. I love you.
It's balling, that is me, Dewale Ayuba. I'm wishing all of you Merry Christmas.
Hello, this is Lagbaja Omo Papa Muko Muko. Omo Yomo mi, Omo Yaipomo. Wishing you a Merry Christmas.
This is LJ.
This is Nkuli Dube.
This is Victor S. here.
And this is Tekla Wilkie. And we all wishing you
A
Merry
Christmas.
Now we are back. You saw Victor Waifo there. Adewale Ayuba was also wishing all of us a Merry Christmas. And we from here, we also wishing you a Merry Christmas. Yeah, so we're on to Blessing Ago. You're from the East, right?
Yes,
Okay, what part of the East are you from?
from Imo State.
Imo State. Let's open the floor with a solo. With a soprano solo. Yes, let's do something. So give us a Christmas song if you can.
Okay, I'd like to sing Oh Holy Night. Yes, it's Christmas night. Oh holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is tonight of the dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till He appears and the soul felt its worth. A trail of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, or hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine, oh night when Christ was born. Oh night divine, oh night divine.
Bravo! I wish I could join you.
No, you
but
could
you know,
actually.
my voice is, they call my voice a better past my neighbor voice. You know, but it's not good enough. It's not good enough for, I don't want to spoil what I was already in the spirit going like that, like the angels already there taking me away, you know. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow,
Thank you so
wow.
much.
So Blessing,
you.
when did you start singing? When did you discover, yes, I can thrill people with my voice?
Okay, I've been singing since my childhood. I started singing at 8. Yes, I started in the school. I
How
joined
did
the
you know you
school
were 8 years
choir.
old?
I was in primary 4 then.
Okay.
And I knew my age, of course.
Okay.
So I joined the school choir then and the church choir too. Although I started as an alto singer, but then I found out that my voice was different from that of other kids in the choir, my pitch was very high, and choir mistress would always tell me, Blessing, sing like them, sing like them. And I kept on wondering, why can't they sing like me? Why do I have to sing like them? And then I left the choir.
Wow, that was daring.
Yeah, I did. In my church then, the lay readers were assigned to take the responsorial psalm. I'm Catholic.
Okay.
So I joined the Lay Readers Association, and the first day I took the responsorial psalm in the church, the choir master was around, and then he heard me sing, and he was like, why are you not in the choir? That your wife asked me to sing like other children. I can't sing like them. He said, no, you can join the adult choir. And that was how I joined the adult choir, as young as I was. And then I started singing soprano, and before I knew what was happening, I became the school choir mistress, the church choir mistress.
Wow.
And then I met this Reverend Sister that had a wonderful voice, Reverend Sister Perpetua Ike. Sister, I love you so much.
Wow.
Sister has been there. Sister heard me sing, and she encouraged me. She didn't tell me to study music, but she wanted me to tell her that I wanted to study music. All this while I wanted to study law. I wanted to be a barrister, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you know what it is now. Then I watched Barrister Blessing Argo.
Can you do that?
And then whenever she sees me, she's like, my Barrister Blessing. I'm like, hello, sister. Yes, call me that. But then I found out that I had more interest in music. I sang almost everywhere, in the bathroom, in the kitchen, in the classroom. I write music notes behind my notebooks, even in the exam hall. After the exam, behind the question paper, I write music notes. No, after the exam.
Because I was getting worried.
Seriously, if you check my question paper, behind my question paper, you see music notes and all that.
Wow.
And I found that I fell in love with music. When I called her and told her I wanted to study music, she wasn't even in my parish again. She was transferred to Abuja then. I was in SS2. And then I told her, sister, I want to study music. She was like, whoa, that's cool. I'd waited for this a long time. And with the help of Sister Perpetua and the Reverend Father Patrick Isiche, he was the parish priest in my parish then, St. Columba's Catholic Church, Abo. And they encouraged me a lot. And my parents gave approval, and that was how I found myself in a department of music, UNN. I did music diploma for 3 years, and then I went further to do my BA in music. And here I am, a music graduate.
Wow.
Of the University of Nigeria.
Wow. And there's one question I want to ask. I mean, you wanting to study music in the university, how did your parents react to that decision?
Okay, I got 100% approval from my dad, but it wasn't really easy with my mom. She was like, oh, you speak well, you okay. Then I used to do debate in secondary school. I would always be the first speaker and all that. And then she called her friend, then her best friend, to talk me into studying mass communication, or at least do law. Like you can be a very good barrister. But then I met my daddy and I told him I wanted to study music. He calls me mommy, and he was like, mommy, is that what will make you happy? I said, yes. He was like, you have my approval. And my dad approved, so my mom had no choice than to follow suit. So, but then in my second year, I think she gradually got used to it, and they were getting good results and all that. And now my mom is very proud of me.
Wow.
She calls me on the phone and she's like, I watched you on NTA, you were singing. When are you coming back? I want to see your face and all that.
Oh, that's a beautiful story. Are you the first or the last?
I'm the last.
The last baby.
Baby of the house.
And they call you mommy.
My daddy calls me that.
Why? Have you ever asked him why he calls you mommy?
I don't want to ask him that. I think I love the name mommy.
Can you imagine?
You know, I have this special feeling whenever he calls me mommy in front of my mom, and I'm like, whoa, he's calling me mommy. And
Can you imagine?
I don't want to ask him that. I'm okay with the name mommy.
All right, mommy. I can call you
That's
mommy.
why he calls me mommy more.
Mommy more.
Like daddy more.
Okay. You are so funny. What would you like to be called by your
No, he's
husband?
not going to call me mommy. That's for my daddy. He will look for something sweet.
Exactly, because you're out there and then he calls me you mommy. I'm sure you feel old or something.
No, my husband shouldn't call me mommy. My dad is the only person allowed to call me mommy.
Okay, noted. You're on national television, so whoever the future
My dad is
husband
the
will...
only person. Hello, future husband. Don't call me mommy.
You're so funny. For us on this side of the Great Divide, we just listen to music, we watch people perform, and we take a lot for granted. Now, you went to university, you studied music.
Yes.
So you would have had some kind of theoretical background of music.
Yeah.
Now, what's the difference between going into the university to study music and just being a performer?
You know, sometimes when I look at those performers out there, I appreciate the fact that they're doing music. Some of them are gifted naturally.
Okay.
But then they always need us around to tell them what they are doing. You know, a situation whereby you're doing something, you don't even know what you are doing. And there's someone who is doing something, she knows what she's doing, and she can tell you what you are doing and explain it better to you. Now, one advantage or one of the things that have made me happy over time that I got to study music at the university is that I'm always different wherever I go to. Reason being that I know the theory, I know the rudiment, I know the notes, I can read stuff, I can read solfa, I can tell my pianist, no, that is not it, you have to play this. I can tell an amateur or someone who didn't really study music but wants to practice it, no, you are going off key, no, that is not the right pitch and all that, because I have the theoretical background. And then another thing that makes us different is that we are just, I don't know how to, would I call it natural gurus or something? We have this ear, we call it ear training. When I pass through the streets and hear some kind of music, I'm like, what are these people doing?
They're murdering
annoying,
music.
like, they're murdering music. And you know what makes it very annoying?
No.
They're happy doing what they are doing.
And we on the other side, we're just dancing to it.
Seriously, and you don't even know. And I'm like, well, do you know you're actually going off and you don't even know you're going off? Now I need to tell you that you are going off. I need to put you on the right track. That is one thing education does. Education makes you different from every other normal human being. And that's why education is the highest legacy parents can give to a child. I say a very big thanks to my parents for giving me the opportunity to go to the university. At least
to study what you love.
To study what I love. That's another thing. I have friends in school who are very good musically, but their parents did not give them the go-ahead to study music. And sometimes when I look at them, I'm like, don't worry, I'll teach you the little I know. But then if you had come to study music, you would know better. At least you will pass through the system, you will know how it works, and then you will be a better musicologist than just a musician. I say to those who love music, study it. Even if you don't study it in university, you can do a part-time course. And even if you're not doing classical music, it will help in your contemporary music too.
Okay, speaking of contemporary music, we have quite a number of musicians out there. For us here, we'll probably know the difference, but you do. And given the Nigerian music space and what we reel out, do you think we're on the right path? I mean, yes, there are some who are obviously off key,
so many of them
right?
Are off. So many.
Really?
But then the ones that are on the right track, I really do appreciate their music.
Can you give us maybe like 5 names that you know?
Like Asha, I love Asha's kind of music. Asha is good. Asha sings from the soul, like she's poetic and
she's deep.
When you listen to her, you know Asha has a background, musical background. She studied music to some extent, and then I was on stage with Lava George, and I love her style of music too.
Okay.
Lava George is there, Asha is there, and then Flavor too. Flavor's music is organized. It's very, very organized. I love his pattern of music.
Okay.
Okay, Flavor. We have a couple of them, but to mention but a few. The thing is, anybody can be a musician.
Even me.
Of course you
I
can.
better pass my neighbor kind of voice. I can do music.
Anybody can just go into the studio and sing anything, and definitely one person. People will always patronize that person. But anything worth doing is worth doing well.
Exactly.
If you're doing something, you should just be the best in your field. And try, even if you don't know about it, get people to teach you. It's not a bad thing to learn. We learn every day. One thing is knowing you are wrong and then trying to correct yourself. Another thing is knowing you're wrong and you don't even want to learn anything new.
Sequel to what you just said now, looking at it from a pedestrian perspective, you have gone there to study it, as a course. What are those basic things or basic rules of music?
Okay. One thing is studying music is quite different from practicing music.
Okay.
Now, when you come to the arts and the music, there are different aspects that you can specialize in. We have composition, we have those who are composers, those who are performers, we have music technology, we have those who are into production of musical instruments, those into sound and acoustics, and we have those who are really the theoretical gurus, like when you come to music theory, they are very good in it. We have those who are into ethnomusicology. There are different fields of music that you can specialize in, music production and all that. The thing is, one should be able to decipher what he or she wants to do in the music. You understand?
Yeah.
If you want to go into a particular genre of music, you should try as much as possible to know a little of that genre and know what you need. Are you going into composition? Do you want to be a music writer? Do you want to be a performer? Do you want to perform on stage? Do you want to work in the studio? Do you want to be an arranger? There are those who compose, and there are those who rearrange. You should know what aspect of music you really want to go into. But generally speaking, in Nigeria today, everybody just wants to be out there. They want to be on TV. They want to be everywhere. They just want to be the star. There are some things that go on in the background that people do not know. If you're going into composition, you should know music notation. You should know your staff and your software notation. You should know your key signature. You should know the time signature. You should know everything about the pitch, the rhythm, the melody, harmony. These are things you need to know as a musician. So, depending on what type of music you want to do.
Thank you, Professor Ago. Very interesting, very interesting. So which category do you fall into?
Okay, I'm a soloist, a Coloratura soprano soloist.
Latin.
Now, the soprano voice is the highest singing voice in the voice parts, the voice family. And then there are different types of sopranos. Yeah, we have the mezzo soprano, the lyrical soprano, we have the coloratura soprano, we have the spinto soprano, we have the subretto soprano, we have the character soprano and all that. But mine is coloratura, and I have a little of dramatic soprano. If you watched me on stage that day, you saw the fullness in the voice and the way I was being dramatic and all that, although sometimes it comes more from the voice. But mine is coloratura soprano because it has agile runs and leaps. There. And then I can pitch very high, I can go as high. A coloratura soprano, it's a high soprano that has agile runs and leaps. That is the category I fall into.
You know, I'm actually tempted to do what you did now.
Please don't.
But the microphone,
Please don't.
the microphone probably will just go on strike and say, "Come, we're not recording anymore. We're not. If I'm going on strike, so let me not try. Let me not try." But I admire the way you just went. Woo!
Oh.
So if there's any alarmist now, if we need an alarmist, you can just go all the way up.
No, that.
Do something crazy for me right now.
What am I going to do right now? It's actually crazy. It makes sound like a cat.
And that is part of a music note, right? You can actually.
There's a song composed by Mozart. It's called the Cat Duet. It's trying to mimic the cat.
You better not do this at night. You better not do this at night.
No, the human voice can do anything. The human voice can do anything. I think over time I've learned how to do so many things with my voice. If you were at the last concert, it started with an instrumental. That's Yannis Nightingale. The part I did with my voice, it's supposed to be a flute part. The so over time I've learned how to use my voice for so many things, even like a goat and other things.
Wow,
Very
goats.
and other things.
Please do it again.
So the voice can really do some things crazy. Yeah.
Please, can you do that goat? I'm curious.
Oh. Okay.
You don't say. So, babe, can you use that one in a practical music?
Of course. Haven't you heard of that song? It's a Christmas song. And then The goat was present when you, and then, and then, and then they also had Okoko Noya and all that. So it's a song. It's a song.
Oh my word!
like,
I want you to do that song.
What song is that?
The one you did at that concert.
Okay, that's
Yes.
Yanni's Nightingale.
I'd like you to do that
Okay.
particular one I listened to, the one I watched you at a concert. Do you intend to do further?
Masters in music, PhD in music, still in music.
Wow. I'm actually impressed with your resolution to follow through with your passion. You know, not too many people have that resolve to say, okay, this is what I want to do, and I will just go ahead with it no matter what. Right? So even when you get married, what happens?
I'll still continue with my music.
When you start having kids?
I'll continue, and my children will also sing.
So
By the grace of God.
By the grace of God. Apart from the children, do you intend to like establish an institution where you can tutor
Of course,
younger
I'm
ones
definitely
coming
going to
up?
have a music school where I will train younger ones on the right techniques of singing, the physical and biophysical nature of the voice, how to use the voice very well. And aside music too, I'm a great dancer.
Wow.
And I act too.
Hey,
so I'm going to have
package.
an art school where I'll be
Full
able
option.
to catch those talents young and have them sing, dance, do all sorts of things. But the fact is that I will continue with music.
Wow, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you.
Thank
So
you.
let me also ask you this question. Was there a moment in your life when you felt that, I don't think I'm on the right path. I think I probably may have to do any other thing but music? Have you ever doubted yourself? Have you ever been in doubt of what you're capable of doing and how far you can go with your craft?
I haven't. Right from childhood, I'm a very big dreamer. I've always dreamt of big things and wanting to achieve higher goals and all that. I think my passion has kept me going. I always have this positive thinking of how far my passion can take me. It's a gift and I appreciate it. It's a rare gift actually. I appreciate the fact that God has given me this gift and I really want to use it. Some people have tried to talk me out of it and like, you can switch over to contemporary music or you can do something different, you can do this, you can do that. But hey, it's the gift God has given me and I just have to use it and use it well. So I've always thought of the positive. I really want to be there. I want to go higher. I want to climb mountains. Climb every mountain, search high and low. Follow every rainbow, every path you know. You should learn to climb every mountain.
Oh, dream that we
Live all the love you can live every day of your life. As long as we live, climb every mountain.
You have to keep quiet. So that
Seriously, I don't want that harmony. I don't want harmony. I don't really.
you have to respect yourself. So I just respected myself where I knew I couldn't go too high.
I was confused at the time. I was like, should I join her or should I say what I know?
Wow, it's such a
then
pleasure
really
having you
appreciate
on
it so much.
Saturday night. And so we are about to leave this stage now.
Oh,
And it would
okay.
just be nice for us to have one Christmas song, one popular Christmas song.
Okay.
Yes.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your King. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. A Happy New Year.
Bravo! Thank you so much,
New Year.
Blessing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so
You're welcome.
much.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
And so viewers, on that note, I hope you thoroughly enjoyed yourself like I did. I mean, now you get to see the Tekla that can do a bit of soprano. And so on that note, I want to say thank you so much for staying tuned to this week's edition of Saturday Night. Until next week when we'll come your way, it's Merry Christmas, and thank you so much for being with us through the year. Keep well and stay well. Be happy.